From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They go play action here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Buying time to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Again, it'll be Freeman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Try to do better.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Let's go for it. Bring it on.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Hey, you. Now.
2nd and 3. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The outlaw. Hey!
To throw on second down, Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
No.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Daniels. He's going to look deep down the field, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Man out.
Go.
Throwing again. Daniels. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I'm here all day.
Yo, go.
59.
Hey, exit.
That's what I do.
On the bullseye.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, high 7.
Second and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses, because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Watch the twist. 51. Mike 20. Hey, let's get some. Hey, Echo. Let's get some penetration. What is that?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Ryan to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open man is Lashley. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
21.
Now it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Freeman again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big stop. Let's go. Kill.
11. Go. Ready to go.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
51, down.
Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So that'll back them up 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
You gonna see me and you love me. Get up.
Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking crap.
Check.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 4. Check back.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 45-yard line.
Check tight end. Check
6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
They run again with Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Fresno.
Ready.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Safety creep. Hatchet. He's coming. Double up.
Speak them.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
22 jet bomber.
Check 43.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels, man open, it's Goodwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Ready. 10 Tucson.
Number 53.
Number 1.
Twist.
Cut out.
On first down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Here's Breida. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Kill. Slam. Go. Let's fight.
They run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. 82 yards as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Point after try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 20 all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten down. There you go.
2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schwartz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rush in.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
59, ready. Ready. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check. Check out. Hey, 59, ready.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Get wide. 21. Hey, South.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. 11. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
All day, every day. Go. 45. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Ready? 18 Gator. Here we go. Check 3.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
90 Wolf.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I'm letting you know right now. You go. Slam, slam, slam. Shit.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Back. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready?
On second down, it's Coleman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Let's get that ball. Switch. Out.
Get it.
On third down, a run from Breida. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Mike 20, 54, down. 36. Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
22. Space. Me. Mike 20. Man, I got you. Check.
Back to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. For San